Let's roll.
All right, one, Blake, come on up.
Blake, you're charged with possession of a controlled substance. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir. All right.
On April 21st, 2026 in Harris County, officer on patrol observed the defendant driving a motor vehicle with expired registration and no front license plate. Officer observed the defendant to be reaching around the center console in the passenger seat before making a complete stop, the traffic stop. Upon contact, officer observed strong odor of marijuana from the motor vehicle. Check on the driver defendant's personal information came back with a warrant hit and probable cause search of marijuana of the vehicle discovered Xanax right behind the passenger seat and baggage containing marijuana. Defendant cannot provide a prescription for 0.5 grams of Xanax.
Stop. Don't. This is not the first rodeo that we've had. You know, you have the right to remain silent, exercise that right. So the PC or the stop was for what?
No front license plate and expired registration.
Okay. And then you was telling me that the odor of marijuana?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Blake, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Does he have a license to drive?
He does, Judge. Let me check his eligibility right now.
Please. As a condition of your bond, I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs or unprescribed controlled medication. You're going to be tested. If I find that you're using, I will put you in jail. Do you understand? There are no more PR bonds for you. If I find that you're using, it's just not going to go well for you.
It's not eligible.
You are not allowed to drive. You do not have a Texas driver license and probably don't have liability insurance, which are the two things that you need. If I find that you drive, likewise, and I don't care what your reason is, you will go to jail. You will be signing an affidavit. This is a promise that you're going to make to me today that you're not going to drive. I don't give a rat's behind what you have to do in this life. Do you understand, Mr. Blake? Yes or no? Do not drive. I'm not going to warn you again. I am merely asking you to follow the law. I'm not asking you to split the atom. If you want to drive, go get a license, get liability insurance. And if you bring it back to me and show me that you have those two things, meaning an eligible license with DPS, then I'm happy to take these restrictions off. But until that point, you drive. It's just really not going to go well for you. You're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. I'm going to have you come up here, swear test that you're not going to drive. You will then go to Victoria, sign a reset. You'll get with Veronica for your bond conditions, and after that, you'll be free to go.
All right, Judge, page 29, Towns, come on up.
Good morning, Mr. Towns. Sir, you're charged with criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to, and possession of marijuana. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you. Are you high right now?
Right. On April 21st, 2026, in Harris County, officer observed the defendant smoking a substance wrapped in a cigarillo that the officer believed to be marijuana on the property of a store that has an active trespass affidavit. The store also has a drug-free zone sign posted on the exterior of the business. Defendant has criminal trespass charges from the same store. Marijuana weight was 4 grams.
You went from, you saw him smoking a cigarette to just the marijuana weighed 4 grams. You're missing a couple links in that chain fence there, buddy. Trespass, okay. But
So going back to the detention, after viewing the defendant smoking the blunt in plain view, the defendant was detained and placed in the backseat of the patrol car. Officer ran him through NCIC and saw that he had a few charges for criminal trespass and PCS at the same store location. And then he didn't say that the marijuana blunt weighed 4 grams.
that's it. Okay. I'm going to find no probable cause on the marijuana case. However, I am going to find that there's probable cause to go forward on the trespass case, sir. As a condition of your bond, you're ordered not to go back to this location. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you go back, your bond will be revoked. You'll go into custody. There will be no more PR bonds for you. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, Mr. Towns?
Sorry.
How do you support yourself?
I work on married and
When is the last time that you had a full-time job, Mr. Towns?
full-time job.
A full-time job.
Been a while.
A while is it different to every single person? How long has it been a while for you?
You. That was a detail shop. That last job I had.
As a condition of your bond, you're ordered not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using Mr. Towns, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand? It's time for you to get a full-time job. Test in 40 days. You will be tested 40 days from today, Mr. Towns. I'm just giving you a heads up now. Forewarned is fair warned, sir. Do you mind giving an application to fill out for an appointed lawyer, please? Don't worry about filing conditions because you can move on.
Yes,
Right, come on.
That's it for now, Judge.
Hey, please.
When I'm here with Ibarra Garcia, we had confirmation, we wanted to know about the days that he was gonna be off.
Yeah. Mhm.
So we received that
So did you find out all the days that he's working and then the days that he's off?
Yes, so I was able to speak with his supervisor and she said that he has a Monday through Sunday schedule for 13 days.
And then he's off the 14th?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so then that's the schedule?
Yeah.
Okay. We back to normal on the day that he's off. He's not allowed to, he will not have the same schedule. And then is he doing another 13-1? Okay, so we'll continue that for the next 2 weeks, right? I think or 3 weeks again, or I guess 2 times, because at that point, we're going to come back for the hearing and ready to dispose of the case here. So that's why. So, okay, yeah, go for it. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks. Hey,
Well, bro,
please.
this is Guadalupe Gonzalez,
Gonzalez.
who was on your docket looking at salt state.
Okay.
Last
it-
time we were here, you suggested that we approach you when we come back and see if he's compliant with all his monitoring. And he has been, you said you might consider removing. Yes.
Will you remind me about the case, please, Sean?
Yes, Judge, with Gonzalez, was it?
Yeah.
Yes. So Judge, this was the. They've been together 14 years. They have 3 kids. They were getting into arguing over infidelity.
Mhm.
Pushed her with both hands to her chest, causing pain, fell back into the door, injured the back of her arm with a bruise. She was calling officers and he snapped her phone and slammed it on the floor, saying, "If I go to jail, I will kill you. I'm going to shoot."
Are you talking about testing or what are you talking about, Mr. Corn?
Pardon me, Judge?
What condition do you want off?
Well, he would like his monitoring, Judge. He's not been in violation of that order at all.
You mean the GPS monitor?
He has a GPS.
Yes, GPS monitor. And he also is under orders from the family law court.
What?
They're having a divorce over there.
Is there any allegation that he has made any type of contact anytime? Do you know?
In the meantime,
Yeah.
we haven't heard from her about.
Do you mind reaching out to her real quick, letting her know that this is what we're planning on doing and what her, yeah, and then what her position is? And then also let her know in the event that we do take it off, just to, there's still a no contact order.
Right.
So give her your phone number so that she knows to get in contact with you guys in the event that he starts acting a fool, please. And then see what her position is. Can you give me 5 minutes?
Sure.
If she's okay with it, I'm okay with
Well, I
it
can
too.
kind of tell you, since there's a bit of divorce going on in the law court.
At a minimum, I'm okay with it, but at a minimum, I want her to know what to do in the event that if he starts acting up in the meantime.
We've had some indication, Judge, that she's not telling the truth in the family law court.
Sure, I get it.
And to the police.
I understand, but at the very minimum, so where's Mr. Gonzalez? Come up. I know that, I'll give you another opportunity in a second. So there are many vindictive people in this life. We do what we do for a reason, not just for just giggles or whatever. I put the monitor on you for multitude of reasons. Number one, so that we know that you're not going to go back to the location. But it also, in a far off reach, helps you, because if you have someone else who's trying to be vindictive and saying, oh man, he's bothering me, he's over there, he's doing this, he's that, we've got a monitor on you so we know where you are 24/7. So if that person tries to be vindictive, trying to say stuff, you can prove otherwise, because those records tell us where you are 24 hours, 7 days a week. So if you know that you're dealing with something or someone who can use this as potential leverage in another matter against you, this may very well work for your favor.
In reality, I'm not.
Yeah, look, I don't need you to explain anything. I'm just giving you perspective, because there's a lot of bad people in this life and you never know who you're dealing with on the other side. We never know what happens behind closed doors, but we want to do everything in our power to ensure that nothing further happens. This is why we put the conditions we do.
What he says, if she lies about you today, that you're over there and you have a monitor on, you can prove that she won. If she lies about you tomorrow and you don't have a monitor on, then it's her.
Who's to say?
Here. And you look like the bad guy because you got cake spin. You understand? That's the reality of life.
Now, one more thing. You wanted to say something? Did you want to, Sean, did you have something else?
I wasn't aware of this, but they made me aware of it, that there was a permit finding, it was a finding over in the 280 is that there was a clear present danger. So.
Protective order court, Judge. There's one file that the clear and present danger was filed as a feature setting date in June.
Yeah, but I don't know what's going on over there.
Because that's fairly normal in a divorce, family law court.
And
The fact that there's the feature setting date and the affirmative found it to set for hearing. I just want to notate that for the court.
sure, I get it. Okay, so let's do this. If you still want it off, let me have them go reach out to her, see what her position is. Let her know what recourse she has. And then if you still want it off, it's up to you. You guys talk and you make that decision, and then you let me know what you want to do. Okay? Yeah, please. I guess let's do this and then, yeah. Ms. Girl.
Napoleon.
Tell me.
Well, I spoke with him. I think the first bond violation looks like he got home about 9:04. The second one, obviously, much more of an issue since he got home about an hour and 37 minutes after the curfew. So,
Mr. Napoleon, come up.
Mr. He went to 2 unknown residential houses in Essen.
And we told him not to go anywhere. Is that what we did?
He had a 9 p.m. curfew and he didn't get back home until.
I don't know what to tell you, Mr. Napoleon. Sorry. He's going out the gas stations. He's doing stuff that this is exactly what we tried to prevent him from doing. You're just doing whatever you want to do. Good, goes with you. Sorry.
you're broken set on something else.
Yeah, of course. His bond's what?
Give it $100.
Normally on bond violations, we'll do 5,001, but if there's something else that you're,
No. What did you say you put in that bill?
normally what we do is 5,001. That's what we normally do, but I mean, you guys, if you have a different, just let me know. And then if it's reasonable, I'm down. Okay.
Judge, I'm present whenever you're free. Thank you.
Hey,
Hello, Judge. I have
what's up?
doing well. I have two cases. Frank Garby, he actually has two cases ending in 994 and 995. We're just waiting on the blood, the results of that. It looks like the videos were in, everything else.
What's the last name of your client, Dan?
Garby is the first one, Garibay.
Page 9.
Yeah. Okay. We'll just give you a normal reset on that one.
Okay, and then the other one I have is Oscar Fabula, 2593554. Everything is in. We're just waiting for PTI approval.
Oh, bottom 7, Judge.
That's it. Farwa,
Yeah, I'm taking a look at it right now.
is it, they've turned everything that needed to turn in though?
Yes, we have, the application is, yeah, I'll take a look at it for PTI.
Okay. Can you give me a couple minutes, Dan? They're going to see about
Sure.
approving or
Sounds
whatnot.
great.
Okay. Thanks. Just give me a couple minutes.
I'll just wait on the line, no problem. And
Yeah.
then
What
the,
are you looking at? It's reset.
9 through the 11.
June 9th through the 11th. Dan.
yeah, just let's do the 10th, June 10th,
Hey, what day?
the 10th of June.
Is he gonna go with you?
Are you interested in PTI on that one?
Yes.
Working on application?
Yeah. So I guess by then, if you can have it pretty,
Yeah, we'll turn in everything. I'll get everything done. And I'll just wait on the
and
other.
I'll tell you now, Dan, you're
Yes.
probably going to need a really good mitigation packet due to all the BVRs, man. Okay.
Okay, yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Just give us a couple minutes and then,
Yes, sounds great.
okay. I'm paying for it, so it's really no,
We're gonna leave it.
okay. I mean, just if you change your mind, just let me know.
Yeah, no, we're gonna, it's
It's,
safe for him.
Yeah.
Thank you, dude.
hi, Justin.
Zabra Young,
Okay.
she's in custody. That case, she's 22 years old. She has no criminal history. This was a case from 2022. It was a bond forfeiture in 2023. From what I understand, she got released from the jail and on a PR bond and never came to a court date. It's not like she came here and had a reset and left. And I recall from back in that time, there were some people who were getting released from jail and we were opening things back up after COVID, but it didn't kind of be complete.
Yeah, but we gave her another PR bond in 23, which is way past COVID and it fails to appear again. So we first did a summons, doesn't appear for the summons. I'm assuming she gets arrested. We give her a PR bond on that one and then takes off and now I'm back here.
Okay.
That's what I have here.
I didn't see all that, but she, from what I can also tell, she turned herself in. She found out she had a job at the airport and she was going through the screen for the security. And they told her about this warrant. They didn't take her into custody. And so she turned herself in at the JVC on Monday to clear this up. Her first day of work is tomorrow. She still has the job. She can make it to work. So she has a 5-year-old son who's with her sister right now. She and her sister live together. And she's got this job. We just are seeing if there's any way we can get her out. The state's made a retail theft pre-trial intervention offer for her.
Does she have anyone that's going to bond her out?
Right now, she doesn't have the means for that. Her
She's,
sister might have some money, but I haven't talked to her sister yet. So we want to see if we've got the pre-trial intervention offer today or the ARA.
I understand, and that's great that they still offered it considering the cases.
They just offered it today. Okay, never before.
Well, because she's never been here, right? And she's never, right. But the case is now, what, 4 years old? At what point do we have accountability? At what point does accountability matter? Right.
How rarely do you have someone who actually did turn themselves in?
I don't know that.
But that,
Diana, do you see that? Can you tell? Her last name is Young. Can you see, does she turn herself in or did she get arrested? Are you able to see that if she, did she?
Well, I don't think it specifies if you're trying to, it just feels as a worker's return, so they're replacing.
When was that?
Oh, for this, there was a policy. Yeah.
she went in on the Monday afternoon.
I don't, but I don't know that. There's no way of us to verify that. I mean, that surely helps, but I have no way of knowing that, and I'm not going to take her word for it. So how else do we determine that?
Okay.
I'm not going to continue to give PR bonds when we've already done it multiple times. At some point, we have to hold someone accountable.
Okay. Is there any way we should find out if she did turn herself in?
We just have to call the sheriff's department.
They can look into that.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yes, but my records just show that she was spoken on the 20th.
Okay.
If you go on the phone over there, I think the extension is 6060 for fugitive warrants, and they may be able to tell you.
Okay, let me see if I can find out.
Yeah, and then let me know.
So we're close to having this thing.
Great.
Done for everybody. You have to spend $130 with the kill death program, so money's gonna be tied to that, and then the
Actions have consequences, and it's not a revolving door. You know what I mean?
I agree with that. I don't think that her actions show that this consequence is what she needs right now. And if her actions were that she turned herself in.
I don't know that.
This court, like,
But I don't know that, John.
that's where this court challenged people who claimed that they were on their way to the jail and they got pulled over and got arrested then. And she's not even claiming that. She's like, I know, I turned myself in at the jail. And I was like, wait, really? Okay, I'll be right back. Let me go talk to the judge about it.
Go check
So I
and
think
let me know.
report that kind of thing. So let me see if I can hear.
Hi, are you ready?
Yes, John. Can I approach?
Please.
I'm here on Daniel Williams, who's on docket today.
Proposition 31.
Okay.
I was just told I have to check in.
Yeah, you're nearly at 180 days.
Yeah.
Tell me, where are we going? What do you want to do?
Well, I'm trying to negotiate with the state. They're tough. I don't know much.
Touche.
Yeah, but,
I get it.
I am waiting on some discovery.
That's a problem.
Well,
At 180 days.
To be fair to the state, I just mentioned it today.
But
And,
that's not, it's their job to get the discovery.
oh, in that case, yeah, it is their job.
It's not your job to get the
Yeah,
discovery.
you're right, you're wrong.
Right.
Um,
So what's the deal, Pickle?
Look, there's a trespass affidavit that we're trying to hold.
Okay. When's that going to happen? Because the case is 180 days old.
I understand, Judge.
How about this? We'll give you a week.
Sounds good, Judge.
You got a week. At that point, justice delayed is right. So we'll set you for a week.
okay.
If there's something that you guys want to do between now and then, if they put an offer that
There is an
requires,
offer in.
but if there's something that you want to take where they're going to plead to it or where he needs to be here, then he's got to be here.
Mhm.
Otherwise, if it's just for a status regarding this, then I'll waive it.
Okay,
Okay. But at that point, we're fast tracking it because it's going to be over 180, near to close to 200 days on a trespass.
yeah,
Right. Okay.
yes, sir.
All right. Week.
Yes, Judge. Sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yes, Judge.
There's some information thing with you, to some.
Got it.
In the street garden schedule, you were gonna get an hour to travel to and from work.
Yeah, but not 4. He starts his job at 6, right? So 5 a.m. to,
It'll be, 5 a.m. to 7 p.m.
okay. Cool.
That's gonna be.
Hi,
Ma'am.
please. Sorry to keep you waiting. Thanks for being patient.
Approaching first one, Miss Salas,
Salas, jail or bond?
jail.
Okay.
Oh,
What's the word, Thunderbird?
I'm sorry.
What's the word?
I was just gonna ask for a PR, you know, it looks like she has two pending cases, but there's one that's on for today.
So she picks up a theft case, fails to appear, then picks up a fair ID as a fugitive. So she's continuing to,
Okay.
and you know, what's going on with her now anyways?
Honestly, I'm not.
Talk to her. That's okay. Talk to her, see what she's got going on in her life. Is she on the street? Does she have a place to stay? Why continue to miss? Is it a other issue? Is it, you know, drug, alcohol related? And then let's talk. And I certainly don't want to keep her there forever, but or any more than we need to. But at the same time, I don't want to just let her go if she's going to go to the street and then it's the same thing's going to happen over and over and over and over, right? So we do have mental health services, so she has nowhere to go to. We can talk about either the mental health docket, releasing her to the Harris Center where they provide her with services and not really services, but they give her kind of an update of what they can do. They provide her a place to stay for up to 2 weeks. So it falls in your court. Just let me know.
Okay, thank you. And then I also have Mr. Ventura. He's also in custody.
Okay.
So it looks like he had an AFM and then.
Oh, Lord.
two felony offenses.
Yeah, and I meant to, so we need to bring him out. But hey, Etch, do you mind bringing out Mr. Ventura, please? B.
Oh, great.
Really have two Venturas?
We do.
Yeah. So let's wait
Yes.
so we can hear everything that. Marco, you want to talk while we're waiting?
Yes, did you got a quick second? This is
Talk to me.
Prince Aldi yesterday.
Yeah.
Do you want the case number?
Did we? Yeah, we forfeited because he never showed up.
I know, I talked to him. I'm still not gonna,
Is he here now?
no.
I'm not-
This is, part of this is my fault. So what happened, he was originally the 29th, right? I moved the 28th because he had a wedding. He's a grandpa, he's kind of, he had a wedding today. So when I couldn't be here, I don't know, how he got mixed up because there's a text, I told him it was the 29th. Anyway, the bottom line is he can be here Friday for a week.
Hey, then just, I'm not going to keep reinstating it for him to not show up. Just tell him to come and then we'll take care of it.
I just hate him flying around with the warrant for the rest, not even here.
What's your cause number? Let me see how many times he's bailed
It's,
first.
2586-865. Now, Judge, he had a lot of issues. He was homeless. He went to drug rehab, he did some else stuff. He started his life from, he's no longer homeless. He has a job. He went through a program and completed it. So he was a little bit more of a screw up probably before, Judge, but he has done a lot that I've seen in that regard.
What do you think? Did you get the cause number?
Yes, I did.
What do you think?
I mean, this is the second time he's gone forfeited.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's over and over.
Yeah.
You bring him in Friday, we'll take care of it. Do you have an offer? What?
I think it's time to.
Give the time for a dollar.
So we're good to go. I just want this guy, he's I just got a new job.
Tell him to come in tomorrow.
Work yesterday. Tell me, did he check in? I don't get it around, he swears he didn't, but you know how that is.
Yeah.
But I don't know, Judge, I feel responsible because I had jockeyed him around and then it got turned up. And I was just, this guy got arrested. Maybe let's show up on Friday and arrest both of us, I guess. But I just.
I can arrest you too on his behalf. I mean, you heard that. You heard that.
No, I'm just joking.
I'm telling, hey.
No, I'm kidding.
All right. SFBF Friday. All right, we'll reinstate SF. If he doesn't show up Friday, I'm gonna freaking lose it.
Okay, thank you, Judge. I appreciate that.
Okay. Come on up, Mr. Ventura. The only thing we want are our streets safe. That's all we want in this life. And Mr. Ventura,
Yeah. So, yeah.
You were on bond for a terroristic threat, an assault of a family member, and now you've picked up another, this time felony assault and a felony violation of protective order. What happened on those cases upstairs, please?
On the two felonies, Your Honor. Defendant and complainant are in a dating relationship, and they share a child. On April 25th, complainant and defendant got into an argument. Complainant stated that the defendant started to get more upset and shoved on her shoulders forcefully. Complainant stated that she felt pain, and officers observed complainant to have redness around her neck and both her cheeks, as well as her bottom lip being swollen. On April 19th,
No, not on our cases, on the felony cases.
yes, Your Honor,
Are you reading the felony cases?
that was a felony. Yes, so the April 25th incident is
That's
a felony.
continuous?
Yeah, just checking. Yes, the April 25th incident. The April 19th is the incident in our court.
Okay, and the felony VPO is just,
So, yes, there was a protective order that defendants to have no contact with complainant, within 200 feet of where she lives.
got it. Mr. Ventura, I'm going to find that you are a danger to our society. I'm going to find that there are no non-financial conditions that will ensure that our community is safe. Therefore, I'm going to now revoke both of your bonds. What should we set the bonds at? What do you think?
I got a bond.
Stop. Don't. You have the right to remain silent. Exercise that right. You are on bond for both of our cases now. You've picked up 2 felony cases. You have a prior assault of a pregnant person, and it's all one and the same. You are a clear and present danger, and I'm now revoking, and I'm going to make them high.
10,000 on each, Your Honor.
It's already 10,000 now.
50.
I'm going to give you an opportunity. I promise.
15,000 on each.
50,
15.
15.
So the first one was not 10. I think he had a general order on that one, so if he could do 10 on one and 15 on the other.
The assault was 10.
Right, but the,
He made a surety bond on the, yeah, I don't know. And they gave him a general order bond on the terroristic threat.
right, so my request is that one becomes 10,000 and then the other one is 15.
We want 15 on both, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'll do 15 on the assault of family member. And then I'm going to split it 15,004 actually. And then on the other one, 12,504. I'm going to split it. Mr. Ventura, let me give you a little perspective. You now have 4 open cases, right? I don't know if you're going to bond out, but if you do, if you have any kind of contact with this person, you will probably be looking at a no bond situation. Do you understand? And if I find it now, I will also have a hearing to hold you at no bond. Because I can on these types of cases if you continue to violate conditions. Stop. Actions speak louder than words, Mr. Ventura. You telling me anything now? Do you understand? As a condition of your bond, you will have a GPS prior to your release. You're not to go within 2,000 feet of where she lives or where she works. Violate these conditions, you know exactly what's going to happen. You will now also have a curfew of 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. because I don't want you out at night. No alcohol, no drugs, no weapons. I guess anything else? It looks like the felony case is set for June. We can do 30 days just because I don't want to forget being forgotten about. And then whatever date you want is fine. We're going to have you sign your conditions and then we'll put you back. Good luck.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks. Oh, and
May I put you?
please.
Should have the last name, last name, LASPER.
Correct.
State is dismissing that case. We have,
Okay, I'll sign it for you now.
We'll sign that. We'll
Yep.
get it out of your hair.
Awesome. Right now.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks. Have fun. Hi, Mr. Butler. What's up?
I'm the only one that should be having the potato salad last night. The store
I
bought.
hope it's agreeing with you. I had that the other day and it was just like,
Yeah, we want to, yeah. And, I'm making.
my wife was out yesterday, so I got to pick whatever I wanted to do for dinner last night. I went to Popeye's Chicken last night and it was, yes, I love that, but the food was just, it was as if he was eating a rock. It had been sitting up there for so long. I got, anyways,
Yeah, I love the red meat.
it's just, it's so good when it's like fresh. And then I get there and
I'm just gonna tell you ahead of time, I'm telling you more. This one, this thing is gonna kind of get under your skin. Because it's medical records, it's from a guarantee on Mr. Mendez.
Mendez.
She requested him, she do it, I don't know if that's to take the long. Yeah, he had an accident, an airbag.
But the problem is trying to request records at 180 days. That's something that should have been done long. You know, we've been doing this long enough that if you know that there's an accident and there are medical records, you request it
They've actually did request.
We're going back to March.
in March. Well, that's not. How did you request it? Did you put a date certain on the subpoena? Because if you don't put a date certain on it, they're not going to come and bring it. You have to put a subpoena ducis tecum and you say, okay, we want it March 15th or March 30th. Otherwise, it'll just sit there.
I can.
Let me see.
On it.
Yeah, this doesn't even have a date on it. If you don't have a date when they have to give it to you by, they're never going to give it to you. It's an open-ended subpoena that just, hey, just get it to us whenever you're ready. Think they're ever going to be ready? So do this, send them a subpoena today and say, we want it in 14 days. You have to come here so that they come here. And if they know that they're going to have to come here to provide the records in person, you're more willing to get a response, because at that point, if they don't show up, we'll issue a writ of attachment and we'll go get them to bring it over here, you know? So let's set it 3 weeks. That way you have some time to get the subpoena out. You've got, Barrow will give you a week to get the subpoena out, but make it 2 weeks that they got to be here on a date certain so that they know. And if they don't come here, then we'll go get them. Okay. Anyways, to get medical records. Yep. Hi, Alan.
What do you want?
What's up, buddy? You too.
Mr. Jonovich, Your Honor, Jonovich Johnson.
Okay.
Your Honor, we've made an agreement with the state for bid, this permission for PCI. So we request a reset, so we'll get that done.
Is it the 18-week bid?
Yes, I'm hoping it's something short. So,
Let me see how old it is.
it's old. It's from.
It's already 200 days old.
Yes.
Is he here now? Do
He's, yeah,
you mind bringing him up?
I do not. I don't know if once they put this much, if this guy's getting 360.
Yeah. You look great. You look great. Good job.
And I also want to know how his life is coming from the last 5 times, and he's getting me plus twice to get.
So, when you do good things in life, life tends to reward you. That's the great thing about this life. If you act like an a-hole, you're going to get an a-hole response for everything in this life. But if you act good, do good things will happen to you. They've given you a great offer where if you do this anger management class, then they'll dismiss this case. But I'm going to tell you now, It's a tough class. It's not an easy class. And your case is old. So I'm now going to be micromanaging to make sure that this happens. Because I'm not going to sit here and reset it 6 months and this and hope and wish and pray. No. This is a class that you have to attend once a week for 18 weeks faithfully. It's a set curriculum. So you have to show up when they say, not when you want to go. It's when their curriculum says. And it's such that you go once a week for 18 weeks. If you don't show up, they kick you out. If you get kicked out, I'm not giving you any more resets. I'm either going to set this case for trial or you must accept the plea bargain agreement. So for now, we're going to reset this case 1 week. I want proof that he's enrolled in 1 week into the BIP class. Assuming he's enrolled into the class, then at that point, we'll give you a month reset. He must have 4 classes done by the next reset, and I want proof. I will not take your word for it. If you skip any one of those classes within the 4-week period, this is over. I'm not giving you any more resets, and you will be set for trial. You understand? Your case is 200 days old. We set cases for trial at 180 days. So you're already pushing the envelope as it is. I'm giving you the opportunity to do this, but you only have one. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll set you off a week. I'm going to make it a required appearance unless you can provide proof before that setting that he's enrolled, in which case it'll be waived. And then we'll come up with a plan as far as how far to go out. And then on the next setting, it'll be a required setting with proof that he's got the 4 classes done. And then we'll do another 4 weeks. And then we'll do another 4 weeks to make sure that he's got it done. And then at the end of which it gets dismissed.
Yes, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See you in a week. Have fun. Hi, Brent.
Okay.
Is Mr. Gilbert with you? No? Okay. Who do you got?
I've got a motion. Yeah.
Oh, I think I just, yeah, I signed it for you.
Thank you.
Okay, for sure, bud. I'm Aldape. What's up, Bernie?
Hi, Judge.
What's up, man?
I'm here on an off docket, Judge. I have a setting tomorrow, but I have another setting in Williamson. It's on a PTI. If I can give you the case number,
What is it?
it's 258-7077. Gustavo Castillo.
Okay,
So Judge, he was accepted to a PTI. We just got the contract on, I would say it was Monday. It was either Friday or Monday. And so he signed the contract. We just haven't had the interlock in. So I don't want to, first off, I have a hearing in Williamson County tomorrow, but if it's possible.
does he have an
reset it-
appointment to get the interlock put in?
So I haven't spoken with him yet, Judge. I know that the office says that they have received the contract from him. I know that he works in the refineries. He does the night schedule. So I haven't heard from him as to whether or not it's been scheduled yet, but I'm assuming it has for sometime next week.
No, we're not. I don't want to make that assumption, man, because your case
Okay.
is, it's 200 days old, man.
Right. Understood, Judge.
Reach out to me
Okay.
or reach out to him if you don't mind, or have the office reach out to him, see if he's made an appointment. If he's not, make the appointment, and then I'll give you the reset, whatever that appointment is.
Not a problem, Judge. I've shot a message out to him, so I'm just waiting for a response.
I don't want to just reset for the sake of resetting when the case is super duper old, you know?
Understood, Judge. Absolutely.
If you give me a timeline that we can do it, and make sure he doesn't make it for like 3 or 4 weeks though, because it's already
Oh,
old.
absolutely. Yes, sir. No. When we sent the message, I told him that it needs to be this next week because we don't have time to be messing around on this one.
All right, let me know, man.
Judge, do you mind? Can I send this off to the clerk? You want me to log back in?
Yeah, because I need to find out. I mean, how else am I going to know?
Not a problem, Judge. I'll log back in.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Sure.
Hi, Mr. Vela. Good morning, Mr. Gilbert. You're what, 43, 44, 45 years old? How, you're 45 years old.
Sir.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, now 38, and 39. You are 45 years old and now 38 and 39. For every damn year you have been alive, you have picked up nearly a case. Every damn year. Mr. Gilbert. Why do we keep perpetuating the same thing, Mr. Bailey, over and over and over, and some things just don't seem to change?
Have a response.
In the criminal mischief, was there any restitution that was due?
A $300 rubber balloon display. I didn't get a chance to talk to the complainant about it.
I'm sorry?
I didn't get a chance to talk to the complainant about it. It was
Okay.
the apartment building complex.
Yeah. No, that's it.
I'm not going to continue to do the same thing over and over because if history is any indication, in about a month or two, we're just going to be back over and over and over. But 30, you are 45 years old and you're working.
I've been homeless and I've been, and I'm always doing time. I've got a lot of things planned out right now, so.
Yeah.
I have a sober living place to get into, and I felt I was, going.
Stop. I don't want you to talk about the case, Mr. Gilbert, but far be it from me to just continue to do the same thing over and over and over. I'm just not going to do it. It's time to do something different because, like I said, history will tell us, and something has to change before you end up dead or with a 50-year sentence. So can we set up a TRAS on how to go forward? Would like to have you talk to some clinicians to see how we go forward. But I just don't think that this is a good idea, Mr. Gilbert. Look, I want you to understand something, that as the judge here, I do not have to accept the plea bargain agreement. You will be allowed to withdraw your plea, and we can either set it for trial or we can come up to some agreement that's better. But we've now done this 37 times.
Sorry, these are different sergeants, and
I-
all of them sergeants.
It's you can try to justify it any way, but the fact remains, we're still here again and again. I don't think this is a prudent agreement. So, and I've heard that promise before. In fact, I've heard that promise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times with you here with me. I've heard that promise 7 times here since 22. So I just don't think it's a good idea. So I'd like to set a TRAS to see how we go forward. And
Yes, sir. I'll send them.
please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'll let him explain it to you. Thank you, Mr. Bailey.
Would you like
Yes.
me to reset for you?
Yeah. And then I'm happy to expedite it, whatever you guys want to do.
Yes, sir.
But I just,
Thank you.
thanks, Mr. Bailey. Hi, Justin.
Hey, Judge, on Miss Young, my office did contact the jail. They did confirm verbally that she did surrender herself over there at JPC. And then they directed us that, and I'm looking at this in the DA portal, but if we go to this, the person master tab, and then the booking release, they said that where it says surrender, that means that she turned herself in. That's
Let me
what,
see.
that's what the person over the jail.
Got it.
So.
Hey, Etch,
Right.
You mind bringing out Miss Young, please?
I'd say her next door is-
Where is she? Who is she living with now?
Her sister, she's getting, she has a job, so I can work this week. And, her son lives, I don't know, they live like, I don't know, their sister's so working.
If I'm going to give her a PR bond, Justin, I'm putting a monitor on her so we know where she is though. I mean,
Well, you give her 7 days to get the monitor.
prior to release. I'm not going to hope that she gets it.
Was gonna hold up the release. She's not, your order, not the hope that she will. They hold up her release and she's got a job. So
How long will it take to get the the monitor if we do it prior to release?
Because sometimes she bombs out.
Well, if I do a PR bond now.
If the paragraph now is released until the next month.
Hmm.
Because the texts go home at 5 o'clock, and it will take at least 6 to 8 hours to get the process.
I'm not doing a 7-day setting for the monitor. I'm doing it within like a day. So if you want, I can give her a PR bond, but then she's going to have to be here the next day so that we can have her put the monitor on. I'm not going to wait 7 days for her to put it on. I think that's unreasonable.
just if she could get to work on Thursday and then get her in here, I don't know her schedule, I don't get that far with her. Get her in here Friday morning.
Sure, I'm okay with that.
I just have to see what her work schedule is.
Sure, I'm okay with that. Good morning, Miss Young. How's jail?
It's all right.
You looking forward to staying?
No, I'm not.
Why do we have jails?
I missed court last time.
Not just once.
I only got counsel now.
I understand, but we've sent you multiple notices that you've had court. And this is not the first time. Your lawyer is asking for me to give you a PR bond. I will reluctantly do this, but I'm going to have you come back on Friday so that we can put a monitor on your ankle so we know where you are. The only reason I'm doing this is so that you can go to work on Thursday. But you have to be back here on Friday so we can put the monitor on you. And let me give you a little bit more perspective, I guess. If you ever fail to appear again, I'm going to make your bond high and I'm not going to give you another PR bond. Do you understand? What is the offer that you've given now?
Retail debt control action.
So is it really a clean and green? Is that what they're doing?
The contract I was given has 1 day of volunteer cleaning green, just register that date. And we have $100 for that, and then $30 will cover the alternative resolution agreement class, the independent class. Yeah. I think she'll do that online. So that she can do it at her own schedule.
No, yeah, but I'm going to get it done quick. The case is 4 years old, so we're not resetting this for months and months at a time for you to get the stuff done. I'm going to sit here. We're going to give short resets to make sure that it happens. Because let me be frank, that you're lucky that they're even offering this intervention program for you to get this case dismissed due to the age of the case. But I'm not going to sit and hope, wish, and pray for the next who knows how long. I will give you time to do it, but a reasonable time, given the fact that this case is old as it is.
We'll wrap it up.
So I trust you. I get it. I understand. All right. So I'll grant you a PR bond now. Where's the theft from?
Walmart.
Yes, Your Honor. So
Okay. While you're on bond for this case, you are not allowed to go to any Walmart for any reason. You understand? If you go to Walmart, if you pick up a new case, things are just not going to go well for you. Okay? You've got Justin. Listen to him. He'll take care of you. And then we'll see you Friday. Okay? Okay. You got it. Hi.
Morning,
Hi, Craig. What's up?
I'm here today on Ryan Doherty, who's on docket today, DOHERTY.
Okay.
So they sent us a contract, PTI yesterday while I was in trial, so we,
Yeah, we'll give you time. Don't worry about it.
kind of, go ahead and make the appointment to get the interlock, so he's got that scheduled for Friday.
We'll give you 2 weeks.
All right.
Yeah. If he doesn't have it done, then let him know that we're going to roll him.
Well, absolutely.
Are you done with trial?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Quarter 11.
Right. Great. Okay. Have fun. Yes. Good morning.
Question on Mr. Cantu.
He was a bond violation from a couple of days ago.
Okay.
Your Honor, I would like to readdress the bond.
Has he bonded out?
No, Your Honor, he is not able to make one as he said. I'm gonna ask you bring me his PR bond.
I will give you a bond reduction, certainly. Let's do this. Let's bring him out so we can talk to him. And then we'll go from there. But I want him to hear all this so he knows.
Yes, Your Honor. I think that they get taken into custody, realize the severity of the situation.
That's the hope. Sometimes some people only learn the hard way and. Morning, Mr. Cantu. How's jail? We don't ask much from you, really. We put conditions. We ask you to abide by the conditions. It's not much. And when you continue to have issues, this is what happens. You know, at some point, your bond will hit a certain amount that whoever has the ability to bond you out, just look, I'm sorry, I just don't have it. I don't have that kind of money. That's where you are now. Your lawyer is asking for me to give you another PR bond, but I'm like, why am I going to do that when I know what's going to happen? History tells us what's going to happen. And if I continue to cave in, then I'm in effect telling you what you're doing is okay when it most certainly is not. Do you understand? You are not a child anymore. You are in big boy court and you cannot continue to have people baby you like you're a child. You play grown-up games, you get grown-up prizes, right? I'm happy to give you any bond reduction you want, but within reason, of course.
Yes, Your Honor.
What's reasonable?
Mr. Cantu is pretty much, has minimum family support. He works, 3 days a week at Little Caesars to try to have enough money to take care of himself. He's also trying to get into school. So Your Honor, because he works.
I thought he was in school.
He's getting the
In August, we're trying.
in August.
No, last time we were here, he said he was in school, that he was a student. So what in effect are you doing with your time now, Mr. Cantu, if you're not in school and you barely work?
I applied to basketball in August.
So what are you doing now? You're doing nothing. You're sitting at home doing nothing.
See, trying to get more jobs, but I have really to no compensation. This case is.
When there's a will, there's a way. And Mr. Cantu, when people have too much time on their hands, they become self-destructive. This is why you need to do something with your life instead of just staying at home, hanging around with the wrong people, because invariably what's going to happen is you're going to get caught up with the wrong crowd. They're not on bond. They're not the one that's going to go to jail if something happens.
Yes, Your Honor. So
If you talk to family at all?
I talk to family, family isn't able to make that known.
Sure.
Mother is not working, and that's pretty much most of the support he has out of his own, whatever he makes at work. He does get paid $120 a week when he does work. So I'm gonna ask for one amount of $500.
I'm okay with that. But what you need to realize is that every time you go to jail, and it's a relatively, you know, at the end of the day, with the bonds that you have now, it would probably only cost $1,000 to get you out. It's not that lot. It's not, but many people lived on fixed incomes and they don't have that kind of just to make it rain. So when you're out there in the free world and someone's doing shenanigans, you should be thinking, God, if I do this, is there a chance I go to jail? If I do this, could I be breaking bond? Because if you do, you're stuck like Chuck. Do you understand? I'm not asking much from you. I don't want to use alcohol. I don't want you to use drugs. And I want proof that you're not doing either and that you're being as productive as possible, either in school full-time or working full-time. Do you understand? So I will reduce your bond. I want to see you out, but let me give you more. If you break it again, I will go bananas on your bond. And there's no excuse. I skip a test here. I failed to go take a drug test there. I don't have a ride here. Take the bus or take the Dodge Patas. Do you understand? If you have the heart in this life, anything can be achieved. It's a matter of, do you really want to do it? Or is your ass going to be lazy? If you get lazy, it's just not going to go well. I'll set both of your bonds at $250.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, 250, this is the second bond violation, right?
Yes.
So $252 on each. But let me tell you, if you break it again, to me, that's a kick in the ding ding and it's really not going to go well. You understand? Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Hi, come on.
Mr. Essen.
Is that with an E? Essenbach, come up.
How much did you say cancel for?
$252 each. She asked for 500, so I cut it in half. So. All right, good morning, Mr. Essenmacher. Sir, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Okay.
On April 22nd, 2026 in Harris County, officer dispatched to the Dillards in the Deerbrook Mall. Planning witness, the loss prevention officer advised that she observed on footage the defendant walk in, conceal items on his person, and then pass all points of sale without paying. Defendant was stopped and taken to the loss prevention officer's office. Total of the items was $399.
Got it. Sir, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. As a condition of your bond, you're ordered not to go to any dealers whatsoever. If you do, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. So you don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with counsel and she'll tell you if and when you have to come back to court. If she tells me she cannot get a hold of you, likewise, the bond gets revoked. Don't pick up any new cases. You understand?
I understand, Your Honor.
We'll have you sign a reset. I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box. Once we get your bond conditions, you'll sign it. At that point, you'll be free to go.
Okay.
All right? Please. No Dillards. All right. Thank you, Ms. Sutton. Hey.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Hi. Come on, please.
Mr. Costello.
Okay.
He was discharged on last night.
Okay.
Professionals are asking him to isolate.
What does that mean, isolate?
Means stay at home, away from everyone.
I need him to get his device on his leg. I'm not going to take it for his word that he's not going to use.
I'm sorry, say again.
I need the device on his
They
leg.
didn't take off, read the letter. If they're saying that your protocol says someone should come and take it off. Okay. All right.
We still have readings that the device is on.
Is it still taking readings as far as alcohol is concerned?
The officer hasn't updated the report. I can see if there's an updated report.
What do you mean hasn't updated the report?
The scramble report updates every 7 to 10 days.
Yeah.
Unless it is manually looked at, so I can ask the.
Yeah, I would, for sure. And then, but remember, was there any alcohol usage or detections outside of the time that he was in the hospital? I swore you told me that there was a detection before he went in the hospital.
There was one, but the device was tightened. When he went to pre-trial services, they checked it, they saw it wasn't tight enough, they tightened it.
But there was alcohol detected.
Right, and they said it was a false light. Pre-trial services.
I didn't get anything like that. Can you check? Yeah, okay. You know, the thing that Mr. Kelly, I hope, also has to realize that with all the issues that he has, health issues, alcohol can't be a good thing for him to use. That could, you know, I don't know if he realizes this, but
I believe he does, like I said, he's for the past month and a half, he's been on the outpatient, treatment.
okay, I guess, it's already 11:30. Let's roll it till tomorrow and I'll waive his appearance so that we can get a full report for everything.
Yes, sir.
And then, Veronica, do you mind sending it to him, Mr. Bell, so that we have everything for the last 7 to 10 days so we can see? Just the only concern I have is he using? That's my only concern. So I guess let's regroup tomorrow and we'll talk. And I'll waive it so he doesn't have to.
Thank you.
Here. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Mr. Bell.
Have one more.
Sure. Is this on the lady?
Yes.
And?
On the ladies?
Yeah. Remember she went to the,
No, it's not.
not her? Okay, what's your cause number?
It's 232.
Okay.
It's 9483.
Okay.
This is a old case from 2020 young, wherein the state did a RIP back in 2020, and they would like to do another RIP. The RIP in 2020, the complainant said she believes it's an isolated incident. She didn't want to go forward with the case.
How's the case so old? Oh, she revoked. She made a new bond in 26. Okay.
It's a court with waive my client's appearance on tomorrow.
Yeah, but are you ready to go forward?
I mean, I haven't had a chance to look through the discovery yet.
Do it. You have 2 weeks. At that time, be ready to make an offer. This case is from 2020. It's 5 years old. So we'll set it off 2 weeks. Be ready, get the RIP done. If you need to get the investigator, send it now. That way, when we come back and then make an offer, and then I guess we'll regroup then.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you very much.
You got it. So must appear at the next setting 2 weeks.
Thank you.
It's on tomorrow's docket. He'll tell you. To do a RIP and to put an offer. Yeah.
There was alcohol present, but the services can determine if while the present at the hospital is the cause of the alcoholism.
When was it detected though?
It was detected from the 19th or the
When did he go to the hospital?
On the 17th.
He was at the hospital on the 17th? Do you go home or do you sleep there for a couple days? Do you know? Mr. Bell, on that sleep center thing, did he stay there for 3 days? Okay, all right. So we'll continue supervision and then just, I guess, look into that. Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. Yes. Hey, Carlos, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Come on, let's talk. Let's kill this day.
Full cases for you, and I think they should be all fast for this morning, Jim.
All right, let's do it. Who's first?
First, Your Honor, we have Mr. David Rene Granados.
Granados. Okay, applying for PTI. Oh,
Yes, Your Honor. Apparently, he was denied PTI.
Okay.
We just talked to the state today, and I think we even asked Deputy Dog, and I guess he was denied at that level also.
okay.
So we're going to respectfully ask for a setting so that we can.
Yes, sure. At the next setting, got to be back to resolve it.
Thank you very much.
Yep. Who's next?
Next, Your Honor, we have Mr. Lacey Alejandro Castillo Ramirez.
Page 3.
Okay. What's the word on this?
And we are in the process of applying for PTI.
No. He's been working on it since January. We're now in April. Did he get it turned in?
I believe it is turned in.
Can you check?
We do not have enough.
I'm gonna roll it till tomorrow. He's been working on the application since January. We're now in April. We said 2 weeks ago it had to be done. If not, it was gonna roll him daily.
And we'll need a mitigation packet as well.
Yeah, who's next? Sorry, my friend.
No problem.
But you're literally at 200 days and he's been 3 months now working on that shit.
Nelson Cruz, Your Honor, I believe.
Cruz, I don't have,
Rosas could be.
let's try and Rosa.
26.
Okay,
And I believe he's also applying for PTO.
I think here we have mitigation package submitted for 15.
The last name.
Rosas. If so, we'll give you a week. And then we'll waive it unless there's a yay. If there's a yay, he's got to come here to do a TRAS. And then we'll give you an additional couple weeks after the TRAS to finish it up.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah. Last.
Okay, and the last person is Eliasada Mendez.
Okay.
And when we talked with the state. this-
Yeah, I know you're needing more time on Mendez, obviously, because
Yes,
they're,
we're waiting for more.
sure, of course. Is discovery nearing completion? Because I don't want to hold the DWI up. Wait,
Discovery is complete on the new DWI.
okay?
It's just the AFM and the criminal mischief that we're moving through videos on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at something else. Hold on. I think his case is all young. Yeah. You got plenty of time on him. Don't worry about it. I was looking at another Mendez that's 180 days. You have as much time as you need on that. Don't worry about it.
Your Honor, I'm going to ask one more time for the gentleman in here tomorrow to be moved next week just to deal with the other.
Nope. He's literally had since the beginning of January. He's been working on it. We're now 3.5 months later. He hadn't done anything. I'm sorry, Carlos. At some point, I got to say when, and it's 200 days old, really.
Yeah.
Just, you can always zoom in. You don't have to be here. He's got to be here. But you can zoom. So you go to Abu Dhabi, you can still.
Thank you, Judge.
Judge, for Mendez, were you gonna amend any conditions?
No, I think we're good. As long as he's in compliance, we're. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, fine. Thanks. Are you ready?
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah, David,
low?
Hello, LOW.
Low.
Because it's an old place right now.
Okay, oof, you're right. What's going on?
So we have an offer been made and it sounds like my client is going to agree to it.
Where's Mr. Lowe now?
He's dealing with Felony upstairs.
Okay,
But been texting back and forth and then it sounds like, yeah, he's going to take that agreement. If he doesn't, we can set a trial next time.
great. It's 230 days old, so I'm not going to set it far. I'll give you up to a week, but he's got to be here at the next week to do something with it.
Yep, so I think that he's going to agree. Can I circle back around and if there's an agreement, can we send it out a little further or?
I mean, your case is 230 days old.
Yeah, well-
He picked up the felony 3 months after this case.
You did.
I'm not gonna, I can't possibly sit and wait for, you know?
I'm not asking you, but basically, what they're offering would take him more than he, I want to do that. I want to show up next time and say this is done.
What are you
They're
offering?
offering to take more than a week to complete.
What are they offering?
It's the retail, API, where it's the day community service for all.
Oh, my Lord. No, I don't know. Because the thing is, if they're offering the thing where it's clean and green's like 3 to 4 months down the road. I'm not going to reset this thing 3 to 4 months to get there.
Not clean and green exactly. I think it's just a longer than the regular, that 1 day of community service, $130. You should be able to complete that.
Figure out what day they can set the community service and let's go from there. I'm not going to set it out 3 months for him to do.
Oh, no, I'm not touching it. I'm just talking about doing it in a week. 2 weeks.
You can be done in 2 weeks?
I hope.
Fine.
I can't guarantee what he's.
Well,
gonna do.
at that point, you got to accept it or I'm going to set it for trial. But I'm not, it's 230 days. I'm not going to reward him for picking up an individual child. No.
Thank you.
All right, 2 weeks, must appear, final setting.
Well,
Done. Okay.
Morgan.
Hey. Yeah.
If you, I have Tracy on ground.
Okay.
Judge, she's signed a PPI contract today with a 90-day
term. I just asked that he reset to give her some time to complete those.
So what are the terms?
It is a gun safety class, decision-making class, 12 hours community service and forfeiting the weapon.
Got it. Okay. It's 180 days, 30 days?
Yes.
Let's see how far we are. 30 days. Tell her the sooner she gets it done, the sooner it gets dismissed, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Hey, hi, Mr. Putty. Yeah.
Good morning, Judge. I'm here with Ms. Wall.
Okay.
The person that's asked the court if he would be willing to amend bond conditions. She currently has a portable interlock that she's on. She's been on it since December and we got the decision.
Wow. She had a bond violation last month.
She did, Judge. We were here about that. She missed a couple tests because she was trying to get her kids to school because she had two small kids. So
How does that give you 7 skips though?
Well, it was over a whole month. So every time, if you just miss it by 1 minute, then they count that as a skip. Even if you miss it by a minute, they count that as a skip.
Yeah, let's look to see how.
We were here in.
I don't remember. I don't remember what happened back here.
Six outside of the window, but I would have to see how, late.
Okay, yeah, do you mind real quick? Okay, let's see how bad it was. I mean, if they're complete skips where she didn't test at all.
Right. I think when we looked, we determined that she was outside the window, so that's why you just admonished her and we reset it.
All right.
So,
Okay, check and then let me know.
all right, thank you.
Judge, I'm here on Oscar Fabula.
Oh my God, we still haven't dealt with you, Dan? What the flip?
It's all right.
Dude,
So
tell me, please, help me with Dan Corton, please, for the love of.
Yeah, just to be approved, if he's approved for PTI.
He's so patiently waiting. What's your guy's name again?
Oscar Fabula, Fabela.
Fabela. Yeah.
Fabela, yeah.
So I spoke to the court chief about it. There's some criminal history concerns, so I have to go talk to the deputy chief about the section.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Did you hear that?
Yep. See, I had talked to
So
Deputy
let's
Chief.
set it off a week, huh?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. All right, give me a second. Let me get. Hey, on Fab.
Yes, Judge. Yes, Gilbert.
On Fabela,
Yes, Judge.
they need more time. Bye, Carlos. They need more time to
Talk with the Deputy Chief.
talk to Chief.
Okay, how much time, Judge?
A week.
How's May 6th or 7th?
May 7th.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Judge. Take care.
Okay, it'll be waived for that one too.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Bye.
Thanks, Dan.
Judge, page 25. You have to finish up with Dan about one?
Yeah. Oh, that's the one he needed to talk. It was Rodriguez, not,
The Bola is what I needed to talk to.
I think that's the one we gave. We did another setting for him.
No, we said Fabella to 5-7. I don't know what's up with Rodriguez.
I haven't talked to defense on Rodriguez.
Yeah, we talked. I don't know. It's fine. It's early. Just reach out to him. Yes, I don't care.
I do have, there is an offer in on Rodriguez, so.
I have a DPIH. Is he applying for PTI?
I believe oh, yes, we do. We have the, mitigation packet and application in.
Is there any word on it?
Not yet.
Okay, they're still looking.
You do put like his other one, 5-7.
Sure. The waive though.
Page 28, Judge Thompson or Thomas. Typical arraignment goes to the.
At 2501.
Bottom of 30. Defendant is here, counsel wanted to approach. Oh.
Yeah, he's here. Yeah, we're talking. Do you have an offer on wall?
Yes, we do.
Okay, discovery's complete?
Let me double check. I believe it is complete.
Oh, Judge, they just emailed me, I guess they heard me, Dan is still on Zoom.
No, it's not. Oh, he's back. Dan,
Hey, Judge, sorry
On
about
Rod-
that.
No, that's okay. On Rodriguez, they haven't made a decision yet. We're just going to give you the next week unless you want a different day than that.
No,
And I
that's
was gonna
fine.
Still waive it.
Okay. Okay, so Alfredo Rodriguez next, May 7th, and we'll just waive it.
Yeah. Okay. If there is an approval for him, have him
Yes.
come and then we'll do a TRAS. Otherwise, it'll be waived.
Okay, sounds great.
Okay?
Thank you.
Okay, man. Have fun.
Judge, may I have my cases?
Yeah, come on.
Oh,
Okay, so Castillo.
On his, it's a dismissal offer. He has turned in his anger management certificate. He has turned in the majority portion of the community service hours in the AA. He has 3 hours of community service left to do, and he has 4 AAs left.
Great.
to
He's got a week. After that, I'm rolling him day for day. And then, so 1 week and then day for day on Castillo. Must appear. And Davis, did you guys turn in the application?
So that's the notice that I have, that it was an application PTI, and I have that, but then the DA said that they see notes that that's not. the-
We have, based on the above 0.5 and there's a crash, that there's a mitigation packet involved, but
There's always a mitigation packet when there's a 0.15.
Oh, absolutely. I know the
Right.
3 or 4 reasons
Sure.
why there would be a mitigation packet. I'm saying I don't know why my docket showed that it was an application only approval. I would never have written that
Well, so
down.
did y'all get anything done?
We have the application, yes, Judge.
Okay.
But if it's a crash and above a 0.15, I don't see even a mitigation being the route this case is gonna go.
You mean to PTI?
Yeah, I mean, we could definitely submit the rest of the mitigation.
I've seen it,
Okay.
granted, on a crash with it. You said there's a 15?
above a 0.15, 0.168.
I mean, I've seen it. You know, it depends on how well you do it, right? You get what you put into this life. If you put something in a bar napkin, you get a bar napkin result. So regardless, it's nearing 200 days, so I'll give you a week also to turn in the mitigation packet. And then lastly,
Problem 14.
14. That's 236 days old.
Back in, I believe, late February or early March, we submitted a complete packet to the DA. And then I have followed up with everybody
Okay.
that I possibly can, including your report staff has also followed
So
up.
what do you say?
I don't have a note on an application being received.
You don't even, you're saying you don't even have it?
I thought you showed that the mitigation package is uploaded.
So this wasn't the one that I was talking to you about. This is,
We're talking about Jackson.
oh, sorry, I was on Rodriguez. We had the application and the mitigation packet, yes, sure.
So you've had it since February. It's now,
Late.
nevertheless, it's been, we're now in May. So can we roll it to tomorrow and then maybe take it to a chief to see what's going on?
Yes, sir.
I'll waive it unless it's granted and then just have them come to the TRAS and then we'll give you a couple more weeks after that. But I mean, really, it's a long time. Yeah. Okay,
And that's it.
thanks.
No problem.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Now, report that?
Yep.
I think we're ready with the report.
So all the times on 812, 824, 821, 904, 802, and then there are there are three actual skips.
3 whole full skips? Sorry.
Judge, if you can hear, she's been on this since December. She's only had 3 skips. She's been taking it
But
every day.
it's not only 3 skips. She should have gone to jail. I mean, we're having a whole different conversation. A bond violation is a bond violation. You don't get to, it's only 3 skips. It's only marijuana. It's like, no.
I understand, but it's been since December. She's been on it almost 5 months.
And there's a reason why we do what we do. but she still has bond violation. She's lucky she's not even going to jail. And I'll tell you, Mr. Clegg, if I don't put them in jail, the normal course is that we put a scram on their ankle. So she's lucky she didn't even have a scram on her ankle.
Could you?
No, I'm not. I can't trust her.
That's like 3 hours, 200. Probably more than that, because you do it 3 times a day. That's like 3 hours, 600 times. And she's been positive, and she's been negative every time.
She has 3 skips that we have no idea that what happened on.
It's not a detail. In our case, it doesn't involve alcohol.
Yeah.
The only reason why we think it's alcohol is because the complainant, who she had a custody case against, told the police that it involved alcohol. Police didn't say this was involving alcohol.
Come up, Miss Wall.
This entire case, Judge, revolved around her having an argument with the father of her child. She was trying to put the child in the car. The father was driving away. She grabbed him on the door handle to open the car, the door handle came. That's it.
There's always 2 sides to a story. I can't just take her side as the gospel.
Well,
I
that's in the
don't.
police report.
I understand, but there's always 2 sides to a story. I'm sure that the other person involved here has a story as well. It's probably going to be different from what her story is. The fact remains is that there are bond conditions. We place bond conditions on an individual to ensure that no further drama happens. Either you don't pick up another case, you don't do something that will cause regret. So we do what we do for a purpose, not to be obtuse, not to be hateful, not for spite. And when someone has violations, it's not, oh, well, it's just, we only missed one time or we missed. No, it's, you're supposed to remain in complete compliance. And if you don't, the consequence is you go to jail. That's the rub. That's the deal. Your lawyer is at me for like it's my fault, that we have the monitor on this thing, You're now on a 3rd case. And the fact remains, the reason why we did what we do is, remind me if I'm mistaken, but the one fact that remains constant in all of the cases is that there's alcohol involved. This is why we do what we do. Now, I will acquiesce to you, but I'm giving you 2 weeks to come back, and you must either accept the offer or I'm going to set the case for trial. The thing is that I don't want to, I have enough drama in my life. I just don't need any more. And I don't think it's the right thing to do, but because I will acquiesce to you, but I'm giving you 2 weeks. You've got to be here in 2 weeks, and you must either accept the plea bargain agreement or I'm setting the case for trial. If you set the case for trial, we will go to trial. I will not accept any, this is the 2 weeks is your plea bargain deadline. At that point, you must either accept it. If you don't have to, but we will set for trial, and I will not accept any more plea bargains after that date. There's a certain way things should happen. And when cases take too long to resolve, it is a bad thing for everyone involved. And if I'm going to take this monitor off, I'm not going to give a ton of time to work this thing out. I want to resolve it quick so that we don't just prolong it. And so do you have an offer? You said you have an offer. Discovery's complete?
We don't have the 911 call, but other than that, discovery's complete.
We could set the case for trial. They definitely signed, like you said.
You don't have the 911 call.
It was requested in February. I can reach out to our admin to see if we can get that expedited.
That would be great. You want to set this case for trial and not have all the evidence against you. I'm prepared to do that, but I'm telling you, once you go in the trial docket, you will go. I will not take any more plea bargain agreements. So I'm giving you 2 weeks now, So she will still have random testing. you will still be subjected to random testing. They're going to call you to test. If you fail to appear, that will be a second bond violation. And I'm telling you, it's not going to go well between us. Any further violations? Do you understand? If they call you in to go take a test and you fail to go, I don't care what your excuse is. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Those three missed tests, those were just, I couldn't remember if I took the test or not. So that's where those skip tests came from.
You should be able to look on the machine and it'll tell you if you took the test or not.
No, it doesn't. It tells you when you take your next test. Because I did try it and I tried to use that as well. I tried to look and see if I can.
To me
That was-
and to us, when someone doesn't take a test, it's as if they tested positive. Because in this life, you're only as good as the proof that you have. If you don't have proof, you have nothing. If I took everybody's word for what they were.
I understand. I just wanted you to know that was unintentional. The skip, the completely missed test.
But it is though. If you're supposed to test, you know the time that you're supposed to test. They're set for certain times. You know, if it's 8 o'clock, you got to take the test. So if you don't, it's intentional. I'm not going to do this because I have something else that I would rather do.
No, I think I took it at a later time or earlier time because I couldn't remember. But at 3.
Then if you're not doing it at the time that you're prescribed, every time you're in violation of the condition. Yes. This isn't where you're going to your neighbor's house and, oh, okay, I can be late because they invited me to a party. These are conditions of bond.
Yes.
And if you don't live up to it, you go to jail.
Yes.
Against my better judgment, I will, but I'm giving you 2 weeks. That is a plea bargain deadline. That's it. Get on it today, please. Okay? That's it.
All right, well, thank you, Judge.
Okay.
You said the way it's activated next week?
Yeah, but I want her tested randomly within the 2 weeks. Call her to go take a test randomly. Is that it?